Hari Om. Welcome to Satsang, a gathering of seekers of the truth. This is a very special night in which we get to celebrate Jayanti, the birthday of a very, very, very special person who changed my life, Swami Satchidananda Ji Maharaj, who is the spiritual director of Yogaville, of integral yoga as a whole. And we are so fortunate to be able to begin our satsang with Kirtan, which is an opportunity to express our devotion, our praise, our gratitude. And so we will begin with page 9, the opening slokas. And then we will, after a few opening slokas, we will move to page 22, specifically number 46. Samyuktam Nityam Jayanti Yoginaha Kamadam Mokshadam Chaiva Om Karaya Namo Namaha Om Karaya Namo Namaha Om Karaya Namo Namaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurudev Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Nishprapanjaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Tvameva Matacha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Saka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Jai Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam.
Jai
Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Jai Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam.
Jai
Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam.
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam, Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam
Jai
Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam
Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sadguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Satguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Sadguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sadguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Satguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Sadguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sadguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Satguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Sadguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sadguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Satguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Sadguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sadguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Satguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Sadguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sadguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Satguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Sadguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sadguru Sharanam Hara Haranam
Satguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Sadguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sadguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Satguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Sadguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sadguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Satguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Sadguru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sadguru Sharanam Bhava Haranam
Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Jai Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Sat Guru Jaya Guru Sachidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Sat Guru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhavaharanam
Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhavaharanam Satguru Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Guru Sharanam Guru Sharanam Satguru Sharanam Bhavaharanam. Jai Shri Satguru Satchidananda Ji Maharaj Ki.
Jai. Thank you so much, Lotus. That was very beautiful. And the very nice 1-minute meditation after. And Matt, and Sister Vani, and Jeremy. And this was Akanda Japa, Guru's Akanda Japa. Good evening, everyone. My name is Swami Sugunananda, and I'd like to welcome you to Satchidananda Ashram on behalf of Satchidananda Ashram. How many people are here for the first time? I see over there. Welcome. Great. Where did you come from? You're in the light program. All of you are new lights. Oh, wonderful. Welcome. Yeah. Yeah. And tonight we're celebrating Gurudev's Jayanti. Jayanti means birthday celebration. So I believe it's the 111th birthday this year. And we have a very special program. in honor of his birthday, Swami Vidyananda first will give a tribute. Then we will have our dear Jeremy offer a musical offering on the piano. And then we'll watch a video of Gurudev's message, his birthday message from 1988. And we'll have some announcements and we'll go home. That's it. So, yeah. So, first, you're welcome to stand and join in the prayers of world peace that are on your yellow sheet. Auspiciousness be unto all, perfect peace be unto all, fullness be unto all, prosperity be unto all, happiness be unto all, perfect health be unto all. May all see good in everyone. May all be free from suffering. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You may be seated. Okay. So, as promised, in honor of Gurudev's birthday, Swami Vidyananda ji has a beautiful tribute. Swami Vidyananda became a Swami in 1983, and she served as the director of the Montreal Integral Yoga Institute for many years. She's taught and trained yoga teachers throughout the United States and all over the world. For over a decade, she traveled with Gurudev, serving as his translator into French. And she co-developed and continues to teach integral yoga stress management teacher trainings. And she also founded the Integral Yoga Teachers Association and serves on the Integral Yoga Teachers Council and is a member of the Spiritual Life Board. So please welcome her, and I think they're ready for us. No? I hope so. Okay.
Okay, you want your chair and table now? I thought we were doing a song first.
No, that's the second day. Sorry. Little moment of.
That's just,
They thought we were doing this
you
song.
want on this side?
The flowers and the
Yep.
water. Who
Yep.
did that? Any chance we could bring it down so it's not blocking my face? Should, yeah. If it'll stay like that, I'm not sure it will.
Here, we forgot to light the altar lamps
Yes.
because I'm going too fast.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's light the altar lamps.
All right. So now, Anandi came all the way from Colombia and to light the altar lamps in her sister Guru Seva. So, yeah.
We welcome the spiritual presence of our beloved Gurudev and all of you. One day in Hari Om, we are testing. We are testing. Can you hear me? We are testing. Pardon me? Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om Tat Sat, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om Tat Sat. Now you can hear me? Okay, we'll start again. Good evening. One day in 1985, I was sitting at my desk in the video department. It was then in the attic at the Lotus Conference Center. This was before this building was built, before much of anything was built here. The receptionist called and said, "Carol King is on line 2 for you." I said, "Carol King?" She said, "Yes." I said, "The singer-songwriter Carol King?" She said, "Yeah, I think so." I said, "What does she want?" She said, "I don't know. You want me to ask her?" No, I'll take the call. What, I'm too busy to speak to you, Carol King? So I got on the phone and she said, "I understand that you're planning to shoot a Hatha videotape." I said, "Yes." She said, "Is Gurudev going to be the teacher?" I said, "Gosh, we hadn't thought of that because he hasn't taught Hatha Yoga regularly for a long time." We were going to have one of our senior teachers teach the class. She said, "Oh no, it has to be Gurudev. It has to be Gurudev." And then she told me her experience when she was just coming up in the songwriting business and she was a young mother and so stressed, so busy, so many pressures on her. She discovered integral yoga. She would come to class and Gurudev would be teaching. She said as soon as he walked in the room, she would just drop oceans of tension. It would just be gone. And throughout the class, she would be more and more centered and relaxed. And sometimes she would be lying on the floor and she wouldn't hear something. She would more like feel a presence, and she would just open her eyes and see Gurudev's robe gliding past, walking among the students, checking their poses, checking to see that they were relaxed. She said, "I want to take a video class from him as often as I can. Won't you please ask him if he would teach the class?" So I thought, well, what could I say? Yes, of course, Carol, I will ask. I thought probably he would say no, have Ashokananda do it. I wrote him a letter asking him, and he wrote back and said, yes, he would. And I was elated, ecstatic. I had seen him teach 2 classes in Switzerland, never in the US, and they were so spontaneous, delightful, and deep and peaceful, and I really wanted to make that experience available to people who had never taken a class from him. About 5 minutes later, I was filled with dread because I thought, if he's the teacher, this has to be a whole other level of video than I'm capable of. So I'll back up a little bit and give you the backstory, why I was full of dread. I had a background in radio when I moved to the ashram in 1983, and they put me in charge of the video department because the person currently in charge was building the ashram, so he didn't have time to do it anymore, Tatuan Sishon. And so I had to learn on the job. And I got the crazy idea to do a Hatha video because we had audio cassettes of our integral yoga classes, but why not a video, I thought in my youthful enthusiasm. The first obstacle to creating this video was I was very ignorant of what it took to produce a professional level video. Not only that, I was so ignorant, I didn't even know how ignorant I was. That's how ignorant I was. So the first thing I ran a test. I set up our satsang, regular setup. I had a teacher teach. It was awful. It was just awful. So very quickly I saw, wow, I don't really know how to do this. So the next big obstacle to creating it after Carol called was, this was before the Lotus opening. And I was documenting the building of the Lotus, the building of the structure. And 3 or 4 times a week when Gurudev would go down, he would work with the manager, the construction foreman, our manager, Chidananda, and all the men who were working there. He would solve problems on the job. He would ask questions. And I would go down and videotape his interactions and just the structure going up from the inside out. And it was lots of fun. It actually was a very good training. Just hours and hours of shooting video was a very good training for how you tell a story with visuals. I was good at telling a story with my voice. That's what you do in radio. But I was not good at telling a story with visuals. So that just gave me 200 hours of experience right there with how many hours we shot of building the Lotus. And that took a lot of time, setting up satsang. I didn't have time to be working on the Hatha video. In the middle of 1985, shortly after Carol King had called me, Gurudev called a meeting of all the ashramites. He sat us all down and he said, okay, we're opening the Lotus in a year. I think we gasped because there was still so much to be done to finish it. And he said, I know, it may not even be done, but by that date, we're opening it no matter what. So all of you have to do your regular jobs. And in addition, all of you are going to be given an assignment to help us get ready for the Lotus opening. So this is what you need to think. No days off, no evenings off, no time off. You work day and night. If you get tired, go take a little rest. When you feel better, get up and go back to work. And you'll all be given an assignment. So he starts handing out assignment. You're going to be doing the landscaping. Somebody who had never done that large. She'd done her own personal garden. She'd never landscaped acres in front of the Lotus. You're going to be sending the invitations. You're in charge of special guests. And he looked at me and he said, you're in charge of the video production for the Lotus opening. And I said, no, I can't. He said, yes, you can. I said, Gurudev, I don't know that level, professional level of video. I can't do it. It'll be a mess. He said, you can and you will. And he just went right on. Yeah, this was not atypical of Gurudev's working with us. He would give us big tasks that were bigger than we thought we could do, and we just had to stretch to fill those shoes that he had. Is that not so, Ganesh? Ganesh, who set up our distribution company and became the president of the ashram, yeah, he'd just throw you in, and you learned on the job. And it was incredible training. So that was the start of one of the happiest years of my life. We were not miserable. We were not grumbling. We were all working toward the same goal. It was a challenging goal. We were all doing it with Gurudev. Honestly, even though we had 0 time off, and I mean it, we worked day and night pretty much for a year. And we were in ecstasy. I mean, it was really a joyful, fun, playful time in our lives. And 3,000 people came. There were 8 locations for the video shoot over a period of 2 days. I had 5 camera crews being here, hopscotching to cover all the different sites. Between being an amateur and that, Gurudev had sent me a mentor, somebody who was a video producer from Nelson County, and he would come every other month and help me problem solve. And I did it. We did it. All these crews. Many of them were video professionals. They paid their own way to get here, and they brought their own equipment, and they weren't paid a cent. And that was another repeated theme. That's the way the Lotus got built. The physicist who designed the central light said, we could not possibly have built a building that complex for so little money unless it was done with so much love. And that was our experience. Gurudev constantly inspired that kind of miracle. I wanted to start working on the Hatha video then, but I had to first edit the Lotus opening video. People around the world who hadn't been able to come wanted to see what happened. Well, I wasn't a very good video editor at the time, so another miracle, Gurudev brought Vijay Lipinski from Detroit to live here for a few months. He was a very good video editor. He started working in the video department with me, and immediately we started fighting. Gurudev had told me, I want this and this and this and this, and we'd come up upon a scene and I'd say, this is how Gurudev wants it. And he said, no, it can't be like that. It needs to be like this. And then we would argue about it. And it was just painful. And this lasted a few days. And I told him, I have to quit. I'm going to ask Gurudev to put you in charge. I just can't work this way. So I called Gurudev, told him the story. He said, no, you will work with him. You will work for him. You will do whatever he says. It's another theme in my life. Well, as soon as I did that, we stopped fighting. I started learning from this guy. He had a mathematical way of setting up edits that I was completely unaware of that completely changed the way I edited video. And another thing I learned from him, as soon as he set up a shot and we hit pre-roll, which means the machines were going to do the job from that point on, he would sit back in his chair and take a deep breath and relax, like he had done what he needed to. And again and again and again, he would just take a deep breath and relax. I was kind of like all tensed up all the time. Did I do a good job? I started doing that. Wow, did that make a difference in my stamina for getting the job done? So that was another miracle of grace. Vijay and I remained lifelong friends. That has happened many times. People I've quarreled with when we were young and worked together became the best of buddies. Is that not so, Surya? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, and it's true for so many of you also. When we stick with each other and just commit to the service and trying to get along for the sake of the service, miracles happen. One of the great miracles of integral yoga. So when I finished the dedication videos, then I really did turn my attention to the Hatha video. And the next big obstacle was money. I had done a fundraising in my ignorance phase and for this video. Early on, I had done a fundraiser. And I had raised $7,000, and we just put it in the bank. And it had been sitting there in the bank for 5 years while I learned video skills. I had been told by professionals, look, now that you're trying to do a more professional level video, you're going to need $100,000 if you're going to hire a crew, rent the lights, rent professional equipment, build a set, buy the costumes, I mean, it goes on and on and on. And they said, you should not spend that amount of money because you'll never make it back. There are a lot of Hatha videos now coming out on the market. If you spend too much, you'll just not make the money back. So I thought, I have to try to bring this in under budget. So once again, God and Guru provided miracles. They sent professionals willing to volunteer their time to coach me. Yes, again, mentors. A cameraman from New York named Juan Barrera was taking classes at the Integral Yoga Institute. Somebody told him of my plight, and Juan said, okay, I'll come to the ashram and help her solve some problems. So Juan paid his own way, came to the ashram, helped me a lot. At the time, I didn't think I could afford to build a set and who would design it. And Shivananda Hall just looks so utilitarian, you know. So we thought we were going to do it outside. So Juan came, we went outside, looked at how I would set it up at the overlook, beautiful background. He said, you have two immediate problems that I think is going to make this a complete no-go. He said, the first is it's going to take you hours and hours to do this shoot. Do you know how much the light will change in 16-hour workday? You'll run out of light by the end of the day. And the video will just look all wonky because the light will have changed so much in supposedly an hour and a half. The second thing he said, listen to that. I listened. There was a jet going overhead. He said, while I've been standing here, 3 jets have gone overhead. Let's just count how many go by in the next 10 minutes. So every 10 or so minutes, a jet would go by overhead, it making the sound completely unusable. And so he said, you're going to have to scrap that idea and do it indoors, right? And he helped me with so many other ideas and problems. And so I went back to the drawing board, worked for a few months, and then I went to New York and met with him in New York. And I would say, well, what about this? And he'd say, well, I would recommend this solution. And then I would immediately come up with 3 things that could go wrong. Then I would say, well, I have this situation. He'd say, I recommend this. And I would think of 3 or 4 things that could go wrong. And this went on for a while. And finally, Juan looked at me and he said, Vidyananda, do you believe that God created the world? In the middle of this discussion of video technicals. I said, yes. He said, is the world perfect by what you see? I said, far from it. He said, so if it's okay for God to create an imperfect world, why do you think you need to create a perfect Hatha video? What a lesson. My perfectionism was absolutely getting in the way of me making decisions. I couldn't take a simple solution, even if it wasn't perfect. I would immediately throw up obstacles. That was a huge lesson that literally has lasted me the rest of my life. So, Gurudev used karma yoga to help us resolve big inner obstacles to just being happy in our service. When I drop my perfectionism, I'm so much more happy. So I know many of you might suffer from imposter syndrome or the same thing. Yeah, please learn this lesson from Juan Barrera. I will say Juan went on to be nominated for 6 Primetime Emmys and won an Emmy for camera work on Carmen with the Metropolitan Opera for PBS. Yeah, Gurudev sent me la crème de la crème. No, I'm not kidding you. So, yes. So then I came back to the ashram. I needed a lot more sort of constant input, and God sent me Todd Pankoff, who is from Richmond. We met after a talk Gurudev gave in Richmond. I found out he was a video producer. He found out I was working blah, blah. He started coming to the ashram once a month, or I'd go to Richmond. And I started getting a lot done. A few months later, after I met Todd and started working on it, Reverend Jagannath Carrera, who was the second in command of the ashram, called me and said, Vidyananda, Gurudev is taking the Hatha video project away from you and giving it to someone else. I said, why? He said, you're not getting it done. You've had the money for years. You've had years to work on it. You're just not getting it done. I said, who's he giving it to? The person he was giving it to had way less video experience than me, but an amazing track record for getting things done. And I said, who's she going to have for the teacher? And he named somebody who was one of our teachers out in Los Angeles, not Gurudev. And I was so devastated. First of all, Gurudev hadn't called me himself, so I couldn't even talk to him to defend myself. And I just thought, how can he do this? I'm finally getting to where I could do this project. I hardly ever tell this story because people go, ugh. I went down to Lotus. I was crying my eyes out. And I sat there and cried for a while. And then I started thinking, and I thought, you know I can do a better job than she can. I mean, if she had my training, she could do a great job. But she doesn't know what I know. She hasn't built the relationships with the people like Todd, who is going to be the technical director, cameramen I had lined up. I mean, she hasn't built all these relationships. And even if she got the money and the people, she wouldn't know what to do with them. It's taken me years to figure out how to do this job. He's wrong. He's making a big mistake. So I got really mad. I marched back up to my office. I wrote him a scathing letter telling him how wrong he was. I just said what I said to you. So again, Jagannath, not Gurudev, gets back to me and says, okay, you have it again, but if you don't get it done in a reasonable amount of time, I'm taking it away and giving it back to this other person. I had the audacity to write my guru and say, I won't work that way. If you have that sword hanging over my head, I can't focus. You either give it to me and trust I'll get it done, because I mean it, I'm going to get it done, or give it to her and you'll get a much worse product for the money. He gave it to me. But if it took me a long time to figure out what that was really about. It was sort of like Juan Barrera's lesson. I just was so full of doubts that I could do a good job that I just kept throwing up obstacles and reason why it wasn't good enough and reason why I didn't have enough. I didn't know enough again and again and again. And that's why I wasn't getting it done. Now, Gurudev could have called me and said, Vidyananda, you're ready. And maybe I would have believed him and done it. But then I would need him whenever that came up again to tell me the same thing. And that was such a deep pattern in my life. I still struggle with it. But I had to know, I had to find it in myself, that even though it wasn't perfect, God had given me all these tools, not me. I had to discover for myself that I needed to be an instrument in the hands of God. It wasn't about me. It just wasn't about me. Even if the video was bad, they'd blame somebody. They didn't know it was me, right? I was making it about me. That's not karma yoga. I was attached to the results because of what I would look like. That's not karma yoga. And Gurudev used this painful experience to teach me to have fun with what God gives me. Once I got past that, the whole thing was so much more fun. Putting this incredible shoot, just like the Lotus opening, so far beyond my technical capacities, pulling it together. The video shoot itself was absolutely amazing. Oh no, I have to back up. Shivananda Hall. What am I going to do? Look at that room. You want to shoot a professional video in there? It just does not look great. Well, about this time, Parmes and Parandam and Dinsmore were living here, and they had an old friend from the early days of the IYI who was a Hollywood set designer, and he came to visit them for the first and only time right before I shot this video. And he found out I was working on it. I talked to him and said, is there any chance you could design a set? He said, yeah, I'll design you a set. He designed the set. The Flaming Metro brothers built it. You worked on that, right, Mitra? Building the set for the Hatha video? Yeah. Yeah, you were one of the stars of the video, yeah. So,
I'm so thrilled to have Gurudev teach me.
Yeah. Yeah. Thrilled to have, yeah. So he designed the set. Now, Stephen Holmesy designed the set for Runaway Train, nominated for Academy Awards, won Grammy for that. He did the sets for Back to the Future, too. You may even have seen sets he did, and many, many other movies, but those are the best-known ones. I mean, how does that happen? Gurudev's miracles, constantly, constantly. They built this gorgeous set and set it up in Shivananda Hall. We rented $250,000 of lighting and, professional cameras, and had a cast of 7, a crew of 23, all of whom were unpaid. And it was the same thing, very little money and so much love. The first day we shot for 16 hours. The second day we shot for 19 hours. We were all in a somewhat altered state of consciousness. Isn't that true, Mitra? I was in such an altered state of consciousness when we sat down to start the video. I looked around the room and I could see everybody's higher being. It wasn't visual. It was just like I could see who they really were. I could see their soul greatness. Everyone, whether I knew them or not, most of them I knew. And that lasted. I mean, God and Guru gave us every one of this intense focus and this intense energy to get this done. And when it was over, I went to bed for about 2 days. And on the third morning, I had a dream that I was crawling down the outside of a skyscraper with my fingers. And when I woke up, I was back to my normal state of consciousness. And that's when I realized that the whole time I'd been in an altered state of consciousness. I didn't realize it until I crawled down and came back to normal. Well, where does that come from? That doesn't come from me. Miracles of Gurudev's grace, constant, amazing miracles of Gurudev's grace. I'm going to find okay, so, yes. I had been told we might never make our money back, right? But it was all a donation, and I had spent all of it. The first night, there are many more stories about the shoot. I'll tell you one. For deep relaxation, I knew that most of the people in the room, including the crew, had never taken a deep relaxation taught by Gurudev. And I invited all of them except the 2 or 3 people who absolutely needed to be standing, the camera person, me, the technical director. They could lie down on the floor and take the deep relaxation. They were all lying there. We started, and Gurudev said, not Gurudev, Todd Pankoff said, cut. And there was some technical problem we had to resolve. The people lying on the floor got up and walked away for 5 minutes. A light exploded. Pieces of glass dropped to the floor and burned their way through the carpet. If the crew had been lying there, they would have had their faces burned. Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, I could go on. Yeah. The first night we sold the video, professional cameras had been costing $30,000. They had just come out with the first digital professional cameras, and they cost $7,000. And Gurudev had never let me do a fundraiser for a video camera before. The first night when we presented the video and just showed clips at Satsang, Gurudev said, they've been wanting to get a better camera. Vidyananda, why don't you do a fundraiser? We raised $7,000, which was enough for the camera, and completely repaid what we had invested in the video on night one. I feel like crying. I mean, I tell it myself, I lived through it, but it's still hard to believe everything that happened. That video just sold steadily for years and years and years and years as a VHS. Then it sold for years as a DVD. And then Maybe they put it online, I can't remember, to download, but it didn't have a big life as a paid download. That I do know. And I thought, you know, beautiful, it's in the archives, future generations have it. And about 5 years ago, we got a phone call from one of our teachers, Jesse Gallagher, in Boston. And he said, I'm so sorry. I uploaded Gurudev's Hatha video to my YouTube channel. And I just realized it has about 100,000 views. I'm not charging anything. Somehow some people in India discovered it, and it's just gone like wildfire in India, and then people in Europe and all over the US. Did I do something wrong? Should I take it down? I'm not charging, but do I need to pay you? We said, no, keep it up. And then Premananda uploaded it to our YouTube channel. And that was 5 years ago. About 3 nights ago, I checked how many views they had had. On our channel, it's nearly 100,000 views. On Jesse Gallagher's, which has been going for longer, over 4 million views of the Hatha video. Over 4 million views. 72,000 favorable comments. And the comments say things like, this is the real deal. I've been looking for something that wasn't all athletic. This is real Hatha yoga, again and again and again. And people who say, my health was terrible. They do give specifics. I mean, they tell stories of how they were blacking out, and then they realized they'd been holding their breath because of doing the Hatha video. And then they started breathing deeply when they would have been blacking out, and it completely went away. I mean, 72,000. Go look for yourself. You Google Swami Satchidananda teaches Hatha. There are 3 different ones. Yeah, it's amazing. Millions of thumbs up, not a single thumb down. So the little video that I retched and made myself miserable for a while, all those people, nobody knows I had anything to do with it. That makes me so happy, because the truth is, I didn't. I couldn't. God picked up a tool. Gurudev said, yeah, I can work with her. She's not perfect, but guess what? I can make do. And what I really want to say is that has never gone away. That does not go away. That is our relationship with God and Guru. I say God and Guru because Gurudev for us is the manifestation of the divine, but it doesn't matter how you see the divine. I know that Gurudev would say that. He was a form, we were graced to work with that form. Whatever form helps you to connect to Source. Source loves to create. Look at the whole universe. And Source loves to create through you. Through you. And if you attune yourself to the highest good in whatever way and ask for help, it will be given. It will be given. Yeah, that's God's guarantee. Ask and it will be given, right? So I am just going to sing a little song as a closing. What can you say when the cry of the heart in its darkest night has come? After lives of ancient loneliness and longing for its home, then deep inside you call a name you never thought you knew. And he appears, and in his eyes are all your dreams come true. What can you say? What can you say but blessed, blessed am I? Om Guru, oh my Guru Jai. What can you say to the radiant one who melts your fears and pain? And then he lets you love him any foolish way you can. He'll steal your heart and heal your heart and fill it till it bursts. And in the place you used to be, you'll find the universe. What can you say? What can you say but blessed, blessed am I? Om Guru, oh my Guru, oh my Guru Jai. Then let the mind deny it is the heart that sees his face, the heart that drinks his tenderness and seeks his healing grace. His fire is the sweetest food the heart has ever known. And Guru is the sweetest name the heart has ever sung. What can you say? What can you say but blessed, blessed am I? Om Guru, oh my Guru, oh my Guru Jai. Om Guru, oh my Guru, oh my Guru Jai. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Thank you, Swami Vidyananda. That was absolutely divine. That voice came straight from heaven, right? Okay, great. Multi-talented Vidyananda ji. Okay. And now we have another wonderful offering on the piano by our dear brother Jeremy, who works tirelessly in AV and also in guest services, always working. His two great passions are Hatha Yoga and music. And he will offer, the first song is called Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen, and the second one is called Christopher's Dream by David Lanz. And I'm sure these are two of my favorites. I'm sure you all know them. Please enjoy.
Thank you, Swamiji. Good evening. As Swamiji already mentioned, this next piece is called Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. It's secular, but it's very devotional, and I thought it was appropriate for tonight. Thank you. This next piece is a little bit different. It's called Christopher's Dream. And my father was a piano player, and is a big reason why I play. And this was one of his favorites.
Wow, thank you so much. That was so beautiful. Very, very moving. Thank you, Jeremy. Okay, so now next, we're going to watch a wonderful video from 1988, December, where Gurudev is giving us a very special Jayanti, his birthday message from 1988. Please enjoy.
As you all know, Guru is no Guru at all. And nobody can become a Guru without good disciples. No Guru ever comes forward and say, I am the Guru. No. You are the Guru makers. You can place anybody there and call that person or the thing as Guru. It acts as Guru. What you want, you get it. Without that kind of devotion, sincerity, faith, and the receptivity, even God cannot do anything. Even if God comes and stays in your midst, talks to you, plays with you, does everything, wants to impart everything, all the knowledge, God cannot do it without your receptivity. So who is great? The disciple. The old lady Avayar was once questioned, what is the biggest thing in the world? What is the greatest thing? She begins with the world, the universe. Peridu, peridu, puvanam peridu. The biggest thing is the cosmos. Then she says, oh, even the cosmos is in the womb of the Mother Nature. And the Mother Nature is born out of a lotus. And the lotus is born out of water. And the water gets completely swallowed, drunk by the little dwarfed saint Agastya. You saw that in Ramayana. And she makes a big list. And even the whole world is carried on the hood of Adisesha, the huge multi-hooded cobra. But even that cobra is nothing but a ring in Mother Parvati's finger. And Mother Parvati is nothing but one half of Lord Shiva. So it looks like Lord Shiva is the big thing. But if you go and ask Lord Shiva, he says, no, I'm not the big. I am captured, made into a small, teeny little tot in the heart of my devotees. இறைவன் தொண்டர் உள்ளத்தடக்கம் தொண்டர்தம் பெருமை சொல்லவும் அரிது. Is there anything greater than the devotees? I couldn't find anything, she says. She found always something greater than something. And ultimately, she says, the greatest thing is the sincere devotee, the sincere disciple. Once Mahalakshmi noticed that Lord Vishnu, before he retires, after they sit and after the dinner they sit and talk a little and be nice and then, okay, kiss you goodbye. And then she expects him to go straight to the bed. But he moves into a small room, spends a little time and comes back. She always had that curiosity, women. Particularly, the man is doing something quietly behind her back. Become suspicious. What is he doing? And lo and behold, one day she just sneaked through the keyhole. And there she saw, slowly opening up a little beautiful box, admiring, closing it, putting it there. She didn't dare to go and look at it by herself. That day she took the courage of asking him, what is that secret that every day you go there, you admire it? Is it a picture of your old schoolmate? Well, Lakshmi, now that you found out and you are asking me, I can't hide it anymore. If I hide, then that will create more problem. So, if you want, come, let me show you. Oh, you are all eager, expecting to see a nice, pretty face of a girl or something like that. And open that little. There was nothing. What is this? There's nothing inside. Nothing? Look carefully. I don't see anything. It might be an old thing. There's some dust. Please, don't say that. What? Don't call it dust. What do you mean? It is that thing that you are adoring and admiring every day. Yes, that is that thing. And what is that you don't want me to call dust? That is the holiest thing I picked up on the floor where my devotee walked. That is the dust of the feet of my devotee. You don't call it just dust. What is that great than you? My sweetheart, without them, I wouldn't be a big god. Who made me a big god? Not even you. If I don't give you a nice Christmas present, you will go away from me. The real people who made me big, made me great, are they. It's a true story. That means even God worships the dust of God's disciples, devotees. The same truth is presented in a little different way. Premananda in your talk touched it. An ounce of faith. The faith the size of mustard seed. And that is what is needed to create a God or Guru, not even to recognize, to create a God and a Guru. If you have that little faith, you can create. So the most important and the rarest thing in the world is none other than that pure little faith in the hearts of the devotees. If today you all gathered and did all these and see so much pile of flower petals, it doesn't show you my greatness. It shows your greatness. Any Tom, Dick and Harry can sit here. Yes. He may be a total fool. I really mean it. Yes. But if you want to see something great through that form, you can see it. Because it's your projection. You project it. I always like to tell the devotees, say, if you want to go to see God in a temple, please take God with you. If you don't take God with you, you don't see God in the temple. You will simply a stone statue standing there. Because it's you seeing yourself there. That's only a mirror. When you go in front of a mirror, what do you see? You see yourself. If you have a dirty, ugly face, that's what you would see. You can't say, look at that dirty picture there. Huh? Picture is not dirty, your face. If you see a beautiful face, it's yours again. The entire world is like that. Great Guru Dattacharya had many, many, many gurus. Everything and everybody was a guru to him because he always saw that beauty, that the light in everything. That's why you can easily find a guru. Open up any yellow page. Yeah, a lot of gurus advertising, I can give you the heavenly key in 10 days. I can awake your Kundalini in 3 days. Register for my retreat. Have you ever seen any advertisement of a disciple? Huh? The yellow page. I searched all over. Lot of advertisement for gurus. Not even one advertisement for a disciple. Why? Because hard to find. So these are all just excuses. I like to have this kind of festivity every day. Fine. So that I can recognize the true, sincere, faithful seekers. So you are proving it to yourself and to others. Without you, what am I doing here? I will become an unwanted category. You may praise me, oh, I am this, I am doing this, I am doing that, washing your laundry. No. You are kind enough to bring your dirty linen. That was a beautiful talk. My salutations to Premanand. I never expected. She not only reminded your duties, but she reminded my duty too. What should I be doing? Yeah? So, a lot of expectations. I hope I will be able to fulfill at least 1/10 of it. And she summarized it beautifully. All we need is sincere love. That's all. There's nothing greater than that. Devotion, devotion, devotion. In Rishikesh, Gurudev never comes and gives talks regularly. He just comes here and there and talks whenever he wants, say something. It's his presence and our sincerity. Ramakrishna used to say, your Vedanta, introspection, self-analysis, is like a male's function. It's customary that when a couple visit another family, as they walk in, the host will receive them. And then the men will be in the front hall. The men who came will sit there with the men and talk about all kinds of their activities. But the women go straight to the inner sanctum. They have a right to go all the way up to the kitchen. Men stay at the receiving room itself. That's all. They can't go any further. So Ramakrishna says Vedanta, analysis, introspection is all manly. They just stay in the front courtyard of the temple. If you have love, you can go directly into the inner sanctum of God. You go to the very heart of God. There's nothing greater than devotion. Sincere love and devotion. So occasions like this will help us to remember this truth. And develop that kind of sincere faith. We might be able to achieve this and that with our own intelligence, knowledge, have capabilities, skills, intellectual skill, physical skill. I built this, I did this, I taught that. But that's all in a way impediment. Pass it on to the person to whom the real credit goes. The minute you put your label and say, I did it, very soon that will become the end of it. It won't continue for long. Many have got duped by this kind of egoistic attitude. And they paid a big price. So just let us beware of that. Tena vina trinamavi na charati. Lord, without your wish, without your will, not even an atom could move. So all these things are happening because God wanted it. It's not because of you or me, our skills. Often the ego pops in like that. Let's just brush it aside. Have total faith. With that faith, we can become better instruments, and God can do much, much, much more work. We solve nothing for God. God wanted to create something. With a snap of a finger, He can create everything. Why should He work so hard? He can level up the whole thing. He can build a place. So let us always leave the credit to where it belongs to, and keep ourselves clean, free from ego. If that could be instilled in our heart, we have had a good festivity, celebration today. So may God, Gurudev, and all the blessings of all the sages and saints be upon us to become humble, simple, but pure instruments in the hands of the Lord. Thank you. God bless you. Hari Om Shanti. Thank you.
Okay. All right. before before Mitra offers the Arati with his white shirt on, I have a couple of announcements to make. Okay. Tomorrow morning there will be a puja in Chidambaram at 8 o'clock in the morning. You're making me laugh. So 8 o'clock in the morning, tomorrow morning, puja in Chidambaram. Monday morning is Gurudev's actual birthday, the 22nd of December, and there will be a 9 o'clock puja in Chidambaram. So Monday it's 9 o'clock. Tomorrow it's 8 o'clock. This Wednesday is Christmas Eve, and we'll have a worship service here in Satsang Hall at 8 o'clock in the evening. Wednesday, 8 o'clock in the evening, worship service. We'll have a beautiful nativity set there, a beautiful altar, baby Jesus. We'll do a little puja. Very nice. And then Saturday, next Saturday, who's the speaker next Saturday? Somebody. Okay. All right. So this satsang can be also seen live or recorded from anywhere on the planet on our Vimeo or YouTube pages. I have here that you're the speaker next Saturday, but that's not it. Okay. And now, do you have your sheets? Jota Sajote chanting? Okay. Om. You may stand, please. Om. Kindle my heart's flame with thy flame. Satguru, kindle my heart's flame with thine. May thy light banish darkness forever. Satguru, kindle my heart's flame with thine. O Lord of Yoga, Lord of all wisdom, O Lord within all, O Lord above all, shower thy grace on thy children. Satguru, kindle my heart's flame with thine. May thy light banish darkness forever. Satguru, kindle my heart's flame with thine. Lord, with thy children, seek thee at thy gateway. Lord, with thy children, seek thee at thy gateway. Appear in thy glory before us. Satguru, kindle my heart's flame with thine. Kindle my heart's flame with thy flame. Satguru, kindle my heart's flame with thine. Immortal soul of Satchidananda, immortal soul of Satchidananda, our lives at thy feet we surrender. Satguru, kindle my heart's flame with thine. Kindle my heart's flame with thy flame. Satguru, kindle my heart's flame with thine. May thy light banish darkness forever. Satguru, kindle my heart's flame with thine. You may be seated. Jai Sri Sadguru Sachidananda Ji Maharaj Ki. Jai Gurudev, Jai Jai. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Lead us from unreal to real. Lead us from darkness to the light. Lead us from the fear of death to the knowledge of immortality. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishadvahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May God protect us, grant us wisdom's fruit. May we gain energy to know the truth. May our intellects grow clear and bright. May we cherish no ill feeling toward anyone. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. May the light of truth overcome all darkness. Jai Sri Sadguru Sachidananda Ji Maharaj ki Jai. Jai the Sachidananda Sangha ki Jai. Thank you for joining us this evening, everyone. It's such a joy to be together every Saturday night. Please come, and the ones I know, those of you are over there watching from home, and I know you can be here, some of you, so please come and be with us next week or whenever you can, whenever the weather allows. Have a blessed weekend. Stay blessed always. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And now, if we could